The Chernobyl Redux, how we learned absolutely nothing.
Good evening. In breaking news tonight, reports confirm that Russian forces have hit the containment enclosure at Chernobyl with a drone strike, the site of the world's most infamous nuclear disaster. Officials say the reactor is stable, for now. Authorities urge the public to remain calm. More updates as we get them, and now, over to Tom with the weather.
Ah yes, Chernobyl. The place where the Soviet Union decided to test the limits of physics, hubris and human incompetence all in one glorious radioactive package. For those who've forgotten, Chernobyl was a power plant. It exploded. Badly, radiation spread across Europe. And then after an extensive cover-up and some half-hearted safety improvements, the whole thing was buried under concrete. And what did we learn from all this? Safety is important, communism is bad, radiation is invisible but surprisingly effective at giving trees anxiety. No, what we learned, apparently, is out of sight, out of mind. So naturally, on February 14th, 2025, they decided, why not fire a drone into the world's largest radioactive landfill? You know, just to spread the love, like radioactive dust in the air. That's right. Russian forces are bombing Chernobyl, presumably thinking it's just an old power plant. What's the worst that could happen? You know, apart from destroying the entire fucking planet. And then, inevitably, someone hit the containment structure. The concrete shell, built to keep all the fun bits of Chernobyl from leaking out into the air. The result? A spike in radiation levels, widespread panic, and a collective oh shit moment across Europe. Which raises the important question, why was Chernobyl even a target? Ah yes, the classic reassurance is fine. Chernobyl is fine. Nothing to see here, and the Russians of course say it wasn't us. It's like putting a sticky note on a broken reactor that says, do not press this button, which by the way is essentially how the original meltdown happened. Think about it, we had a massive environmental disaster. We panicked, we buried it, we moved on, and now here we are doing the exact same thing, trying to bomb the worst radioactive disaster in the entire world. It's like we're all extras in that Mitchell and Webb sketch, standing around after the apocalypse, dressed in rags, muttering, well, the scientists did warn us. Except now, instead of the ice caps are melting or we're burning the Amazon, it's oops, we just bombed Chernobyl. Because if history teaches us anything, it's that we never just let a disaster be a disaster. We always seem to find new ways to poke it with a stick. Why do we keep doing this? Why do we find a perfectly good existential crisis and think, let's see what happens if we hit it with a drone? We've got enough planetary death scenarios to keep a Bond villain busy for a lifetime, but instead of addressing them, we argue over nonsense like, is wind power making whales anxious? Meanwhile, we're literally bombing the site of a nuclear disaster because, well, reasons. I mean, please. Anyone. Meanwhile, world leaders respond with their usual flair. We're deeply concerned. We're monitoring the situation. We've commissioned a report and we'll sanction them. Translation. We'll worry about it once it's too late to fix. Here's the thing. Chernobyl is nature's way of showing us what happens when humans get cocky. We built a reactor. Without understanding it properly, it exploded, we buried it. And now, decades later, we're bombing it again. So, next time someone says, we've got it under control, just remember Chernobyl. And maybe don't wait until the Geiger counters start crackling again to pay attention.